Yeah, exactly. And I guess, is there anything, well, this is a big question, but is there anything you wish you had have known like earlier on?
Yes. Yes.
Give me some, give me some.
Perfection is the most unrequired, part of the fitness industry. I thought for so long that I had to look a certain way, I had to present myself in a certain way, I had to pretend I was eating in a certain way for people to respect me. And that held me back in so many ways for so long, because it was always, I had great ideas, I had great content, I had great value to add, but I would hold back on sharing until I felt like I was enough, until I felt like I would be taken seriously, until I felt like I wouldn't be judged by other people. And what I realized was, it wasn't other people's opinions that I needed to shift or shape. It was mine. It was mine. And once I finally realized all of these like expectations that I felt had been placed on me had just come from me, once I realized that, and I was like, wow, I can just let that go. I don't have to tell myself every day you need to be, I don't know for how long I thought that being like 52 kilos was going to be the moment that I was going to be successful in business. I'm a good almost 10 kilos heavier than that now, and more successful than ever, because I've stopped being obsessed with myself, and I've stopped being obsessed with my own training and my own eating and my own miserable life. And I've turned my attention to how I can serve others. And of course, your business goes boom, yeah, when you stop making it all about you. So I guess I wish I had realized early on that people, we are all obsessed with ourselves, and the people that want your help are obviously going to be drawn to you because you've got some sort of element of your life that they see and they aspire to also embody in some way. But ultimately, they just want to talk about themselves. They don't really care what you're doing. Yeah. So I wish I had known, if I had just been confident in my ability as such a strong communicator and my ability to develop such deep relationships. And that was going to be what really propelled me forward, not being a person that could bench press the most or squat the most. Like, nobody cares about that stuff, but they do care how deeply you can reach them. That's what I wish I had understood. I thought I had to run marathon after marathon to prove that I was consistent and committed. I mean, no one cares nor knows anymore how many marathons that I've run. I know that's the difference though, right? So I can speak from a place of certainty and confidence because I did those things. So it was about doing things for me to enable me to have the confidence and certainty, not to make other people confident in me. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Nah, love it. Love it all.
Do you have ideas? Because I know, like, your lifestyle, you're passionate about certain things in your life. Do you feel like you're going to be able to merge certain things, certain interests, certain experience into this new career path for you? Like, are you looking to support vegans necessarily, or that's not something that's so important to you?
Yeah, like I would like, I mean, I would like eventually for that to be like part of my niche. Like, I guess generally where I'm coming from is focusing on like, my journey in terms of understanding that it has to be a holistic approach. Like, you can have all the eating plans in the world and all the great fitness plans in the world, but if you don't deal with the shit that's going on inside of you, like your emotions, your awareness, what else is contributing to the person you are, you're like, nothing else is going to achieve that. So there's a lot of, I suppose, self-awareness and development. So it's the whole mind, body, spirit aspect to where people want to go. So there's that part of it as well. But then, yeah, I would eventually I would like my niche to be in like plant-based or like vegan.
It's amazing. But I think you've already identified too, mostly our power is in what we go through, right? And so you deciding to start a new career and doing all of that, that's where your power and that's where the interest is going to lie. And that's the hook that you're going to have for most people. Because how many people do we know that are in jobs that are just not fulfilling them, and they're miserable every day, and they're just wishing that they could find it within them to just jump and make that leap and try something different, and you're doing it. So you should be sharing it now, not when you're qualified. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not when you're ready. You should be sharing your go through, because that's what people want to know about. That's your power. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of already happened twice because like last year I left a 10-year career in local government, like a really well paid, great, you know, like well thought after job, because like, yeah, it was great, but I wasn't happy, like it wasn't fulfilling me. And now I'm at that stage again where I go, well, like I could just find another 9-to-5 job that's going to pay well, but it's not going to fulfill me. Like I spent a day looking at job ads, and all of them, out of like 1,000 ads, I went, yeah, well, I could do that. Like I'm able to do that, but do I want to do that? Like, am I going to come home happy every day and think that like I've changed, like I've helped people, like serve people and help them change their lives? No. That's why this is like where I've just gone, well, I need to do this now, because I'm not going to be happy. Like I'm not living my purpose if I don't do that.
Amazing. And it's there's a lot has happened in that decision though, and that in itself is a teaching point, you know. And even when it's helping people decide to be healthier or fitter, that's a big decision for a lot of people as well. So they don't have to be making the same decisions as us, but we're trying to teach them how to make a decision with certainty and conviction and integrity. You've done that, right? So you already have done so much more than you realize, and you're already so capable to teach people to make big shifts in their life. You're living of it.
Yeah.
Being mindful, find your magic, know your magic, and drill down into that. Yeah. You are doing a million things. Like I know you're yes, Steve, I'm coming, babe, 5 minutes. You're seeking mentors, you're giving yourself experiences, you're reading books, you're engaging with lots of different things. That's part of your strategy, and it's working for you. Yeah. And so this is the stuff that you want to share. This is the stuff that you want to share, what you're doing as well. So I would start just, you know, if you're worried about how you're going to market yourself to an audience, your audience isn't just going to magically appear once you're qualified. You want people to have built trust in you. It all comes down to trust. And if they trust you, eventually they're going to buy from you. But trust takes a long time to build. So in terms of marketing, I'm not going to sell something until I'm really sure that the audience that I have, my community, has full trust in me. And then the selling becomes easy. It's a no-brainer for people. And they're almost grateful. Thank you for creating this product so I can engage and I can learn and I can fast track everything that I know that you can teach me. But you need to build that trust, and you need to share your experience, your learning, everything, so that you have that ready to go, so that when you are finally qualified and you do have a product, you do have a service that you can offer, it's not just random that you're saying to people, hey, would you like to buy from me? It's saying, hey, I know that you trust me. I know that you see that I'm valuable. I know that you've experienced the value that I give you. Here is something that I've put so much time, energy, and effort into that I know is going to be valuable to you. Let's do an exchange of money. I'm going to give you my product, my energy, my heart, my soul, everything that's in this, and you're going to give me money so that I can continue to do the things that I like to do. That's the exchange. You're not convincing anybody. You're just like, should we keep this going at a higher level? Cool, you know? And for me, selling was like a difficult thing to me because I have to go in a second, so I'm talking fast. I like to be able to help people. The way that I've remedied getting to people to pay for things rather than just giving is that I've really learned that people only pay attention when they pay. So for me, creating a really valuable product or service and requiring people to pay, I don't feel guilty anymore because I know that's what people need to actually commit and follow through. So it's not even about you're paying me. You're doing this because this is what you need to really anchor your commitment into what you're about to do. And so from that place of service and supporting people, even taking a sale off people, I feel like I'm supporting them in making progress. But you need to build that community that trusts you. Yeah. And you already have that, Alicia. You do that really well. People know what you stand for. You share your values. We see you at the Lamb Sanctuary. You're doing a beautiful job of all of that. You know, so just continue that. Just start thinking about how do you want to help people and what messaging would they need? What questions do they have? And just start answering.
Yeah. No, thank you, my love. Much
appreciated. No problem. The other little tip, when you see people on socials being like, oh, I've had a lot of questions about this thing. No one's asking them. No one's asked them that question. They just want to talk about that. Okay, so if you need to frame it with that, I don't. I'm like, here's what I want to tell you today because I feel like it, you know? It's your own little world, your own little space. Maximize it. We're at a time right now that it's amazing to be able to reach people from anywhere. So be in it. Why not? We'll talk again soon.
Thank you. Much love.
Bye.